Hey y'all, welcome to Nat Grace Revelations. This is Sarah Tia. I was called to do a spirit driven reading this morning, so let's see what's happening. Jewelry by Gucci Man was playing. This ain't even half my jewelry. I'll put a link down at the bottom to that, y'all, because I'm not sure what the relevance is, but sounds nice materially. It honestly feels like somebody who has everything or who's had everything, whether past, present, or future. They may be about to receive a lot, especially after a very long period of struggling. It honestly feels like somebody who's kind of been in a hardship, you know. I keep hearing the word downpour, but it feels like it's kind of like going from feeling sad and suffering or kind of self-loathing in some type of way to giving thanks, being grateful, giving honor, being glorified, giving glory, respect, and receiving that. You know, we only receive the energy that we put out into the universe. So it feels like somebody who's like been doing back-breaking labor or doing things to where they put in a lot of work, and it's almost as if like it's been done for no reason, or they may not be understanding why they've done the work, why they're doing what they're doing, what's going on, you know. But it feels like it's because they're kind of in a space to where they need assistance, but this isn't assistance that they're going to ask for from physical people. This is from God, you know. So they're in a very frustrated place. It honestly feels like they're under spiritual attack. Things that are going on to where people potentially have heard put a root, flat out, put a root on them, have been doing spell work on them, have been evil eyeing them in different ways, especially if these are magic like practitioners, like magicians in different ways, or people that are part of cults, organizations, groups that are rooted in Satanism, Luciferianism, or very dark energy, you know. It's kind of coming across to me as if a conversation needs to take place about this person's ill intent, about the dark magic that they're doing, about the lies that they've been telling. Because these lies have brought someone down. They've put this person in a very bad spot emotionally and physically. You know, they just seem like they haven't been able to move forward or progress or put in the work that they need to put in or overcome in some type of way, but they haven't been able to overcome because of others putting burdens on them, or because of these demons, this spiritual attack. This could even be an addiction that somebody's been facing, you know. But now they're getting into a space to where this addiction is no longer overpowering them. The dark energy is no longer overpowering them. They're no longer looking at the glass half empty. So they're no longer pessimistic, you know. It's like their mentality is changing, so their reality will change very soon. Whatever is going on here, it feels like this person does need to be physically protected, though, spiritually protected. There's a very hateful force that's here, and they want to fight. And this individual is they will fight, they will protect themselves. But if they fight and get aggressive, it can potentially ruin their life. Okay, it feels like this is the part to where this energy has to use the spiritual realm to combat these demons or these challenges that they're facing. You get what I'm saying? The spiritual attack here. So it's like you can't go beat them up. So you have to find a way to kind of maneuver around this energy without hurting yourself or others physically. You get what I'm saying? And whatever is happening here, here comes the Hail Mary, here comes the saving, here comes the Savior. You hear me? To help these people or this person work through this trial, to work through this period, to get through, you know, whatever these tribulations are. And I love that because it feels like it is well deserved, you know. It's almost like somebody had to sacrifice everything that they owned, you know, everything that was inside of them, everything or everyone that means something to them. But they had to sacrifice these things for a higher purpose or a higher cause. So, say if they had to pawn all their jewelry, you get what I'm saying? Do things like that to where they had to get rid of things that they thought was valuable to them. This image that I'm getting, there used to be this clip of like this girl. It was like a little girl standing in front of a representation of Jesus, right? And Jesus was like, "Give me your teddy bear," and the little girl was kind of sad, like, I don't want to give you my teddy bear. But Jesus had this really, really big teddy bear behind his back that was going to be swapped out. Okay? So that feels like what's taking place here. It's like God is coming into our lives and kind of swapping out these small things, this small life, this small thinking, these little things, okay, and exchanging them for something much greater, okay, something a lot more divine. And that makes me happy because it honestly, again, these energies are exhausted. It's like all this work I done put in, and what am I doing this for? What am I getting out of this? Or I'm tired of putting in this work because I do not feel appreciated, okay? That's the biggest factor here. I explain that to people about like the father of my child. Like, it is frustrating when you deal with somebody who does not appreciate you as a parent, especially when they're like a whole deadbeat or just have not helped at all. Like, how are you $20,000 in debt in child support, but you sitting and calling me bitches and disrespecting me in that type of way and asking me what do I do and what have I done? Like, nigga, what? You know what I mean? And this is not to expose nobody, to shame nobody. This is my real life, y'all. So I'm raw with y'all because it's like, as a human being, that type of stuff will make you aggressive, and it can instill hate inside of you and resentment inside of you. But we cannot harbor that because we are doing our duty. You feel me? Regardless of what these other people are doing, this other party is doing, we have to put in the work for ourselves. And there are rewards that will come from that. You know what I mean? So it's like there's these same people who haven't put in no work, who aren't trying to change, who aren't going to evolve, who aren't doing anything to activate their God self, are the same people who've been scrutinizing us. Okay, the same people who are indebted to God as we've already worked out our karmic debt. You feel me? So not to say that we're perfect in any way, but we put in the soul work to be pleasing in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the Most High. We put in the work to kind of be appointed to these higher status, to where we've earned our respect. We've earned these things, these blessings that God is giving us or trying to give us. You get what I'm saying? So this is a really big factor here, to where these people are done. Like, we're not looking for apologies anymore. We're not even looking for the help or assistance from them anymore. This is the part to where they realize how pathetic they are for not putting in no work, for not taking care of their child or children, for not being supportive, okay? After we've done everything. How could you tear down these people or this person, okay, in any type of way, physically, mentally, spiritually, socially, financially, when you haven't put in no legwork to build yourself up? You hear me? We done explaining this. We done carrying their burdens. We're done carrying any pain, resentment, because God does not want us to carry that with us, because it's not ours to carry. Okay? That shame and embarrassment that they'll try to project onto us is because they know they have not put in the work. They know they are not who they say they are. They know that they're not real. They know that they're not solid. They know that they're not loyal. They know what they've lost. They know the greatness of our presence and our power in general. Okay? They can go play with somebody else. So God is putting us in places and spaces to where we are being removed from these settings and out of these people's lives in different ways. And it feels like we're losing so much. So it's like, oh my gosh, like, why am I being stripped of all of these things and all of these people and my sense of stability? But it's to put us into something higher, something greater, or for us to kind of recognize how great our own power is. We don't need their help. We don't need their assistance. And we've never needed it because we've never had it. You get what I'm saying? So now the divine power, the divine spirit is what we're honoring, or we're able to recognize the God within ourselves, because it's been nothing but God that's been here with us. Okay? Thank you so much, y'all.